I
I
do not
see.
have to run too far to freedom.
Okay. Okay. Nice to meet you. I've been into Prague actually. Well, I mean, when it talks about Czech Republic, I really like the city. Um,
Yeah, it's old one. Yeah, it's really old one. But we have all offices in Prague. This is centralized, but Jesus Christ, this is as if you visit another country. They are crazy there. They
yeah.
are, and then so many traffic jams. It takes hours.
Hmm. I can sense that. Great. Let's kick off. Shao, how's it going for you?
Been going well. It's been busy. I've actually been uh, interviewing people just through LinkedIn job postings,
Yeah.
and obviously the benefit is that we once we have someone joining us, they can help us with more marketing, better collaterals,
Mm.
and obviously we can spread those marketing collaterals to our community.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I think this is exactly what we thought we would quickly discuss today as well, because I think from a feature wise, we have been telling for past few weeks, but I just could not like literally every week I've got some other ideas. So at least this week there was no new ideas to implement. So we focused on improvements the platform. So what happened yesterday? There was a major bug that has hit our platform, which took down all the customer portal. Shao noticed it first, and then I did fix it yesterday. And
Mm.
now what we have done is we have added more server powers basically for the apps to reach over 99%, 99.9% availability. That's what we will target because we are also thinking of preparing our product to be more security standard. So in the coming days, we will focus on uh, improving the logging system, improving the high availability, making it secure, like all the encryption speed and everything, end-to-end encryption and everything, basically bot protection and all these bits. So yeah, so we are basically preparing or gearing up for more compliance and regulations because I'm sure you have seen the release notes. Now we are retail partner officially. Um, I don't know. I think I can just open the email to yeah. So they have listed us as their partner, and this basically gives us now a more I would say directions to scale up our marketing and prepare for more and more users and more agents, more and more voice AI to be processed through the platform. This is of course a good news, but this is not where we are, I would say, just satisfied in terms of growth, because we want to get partnership across all the major provider out there that we will follow. Of course, with this is just a start. We have been in past, we have been in also talk with Ultravox, but haven't had a good success. And then we actually changed our strategy a bit as well, because we wanted to have more partnership with more platforms which are more compliant in terms of security and everything. That's why I think 11 labs, someone like 11 labs or retail and Vapi are better to do the partnership with. Um, and of course, in the long term, we would have our voice AI agents, but I think at the moment we are focusing on making the platform more secure, stable, support as many as journey as possible. Of course, we are voice first, but you probably would have seen that now we have integration, direct integration with N8N. That means if you have any N8N automation that you want to sell to your customer, for example, the current problem that we have seen with N8N is you set up the workflow using the built-in tools, but then how do you connect those tools with your customer? So either you have to give access to your n8n instance to your customer so that they can log in and then they connect their tools, or the worst case is you ask them an API key from them, and or something like that, right? So that is where we see an opportunity where we can actually obfuscate this whole thing from a client point of view, because they are not interested probably whether you're using an n8n or whether you're using something else. So we created an a node in n8n. This is of course going to be as well. Let me see if I have my n8n instance running. Yeah, I think my internet is still terribly slow. Are you able to hear me properly?
Yeah.
Yes, me too.
Maybe my n8n is having some challenge. But yeah, the whole idea is to have a custom node and use that in your workflow. And how that will help you is, let's say you have your customer portal, which is your white label branded portal, and your customer would log in there, and they will basically connect to the choice of choice of their platform, like integration, for example, their Gmail or Google Calendar or Notion. I mean, we'll bring more and more integration as well. Now that is the only thing that your customer needs to do. And what you can do now is you can leverage this integration that they have done in your n8n instance. How would you do that is very simple. Is you will use the node that we have published now. I'm going to write a detailed video about it. So all you do here is select the Naughty node instead of using Google Calendar node or Google Gmail node or something. Use the Naughty node for every automation. And then what happens is you can create so from your partner portal, you can create a token for your customer from here. So when you create token, you select a customer and then you name it something, n8n test node or something. And then you can specify the expiry and everything. Let's give it 30 days and then create the token. I think I already have it. Something is.
Can you add never? Because I guarantee you we will all forget one day.
Yes, we can do never, but we did not want it to because a couple of things. I mean, we can do never. This is not going to add any cost. It's up to you. If you think never is an option, I think there is some issues happening, but we'll check it out. But the idea is you create a token, and then you add it here as a credential, and then all the app that your customer has connected will appear here. Let's say Google Calendar, and then all the tool will appear here. And then you select the tool, and then you can
this is absolute genius,
right?
This is
And
really
then,
because
yeah.
this is the most terrible thing actually to convince the customer to give you the keys, to
Yeah.
connect this thing, because there is almost no time. Even if you send them the confirmation link, he has to log in, but it never works. It is really, really pain.
Exactly. So this is what we thought, and you have all the tools so based on the apps, you have all the tools. And now there are a few tools which you will see like green tick. That means these are all verified to be working. And then there are a few tools where you see this icon. That means the UI is there, but we haven't yet verified this flow or this functionality. And then there are some tools we haven't created the UI yet. We will create the UI. For example, if you select create calendar, the customized UI is not there, but all the parameters are there. So you can still select the parameters and create the tool.
For bad times, guys, but cut it out. Add credit card number there.
Yeah, yeah. So
This will be
basically,
good tool actually to use time to time.
yeah, I think this will also open up a lot of possibilities for you as a partner to sell your automation. Because imagine today what is happening is you have set up a workflow. It can be in normal automation, it could be AI automation, it could be voice AI automation, whatever it is, but you have done it through N8N, for example. And as soon as you give it to your client, no matter how many times they use it, 100 times or 1,000 times, you cannot charge them, right? But what we have done is we have commercialized it. So that means every time this tool will be called, you can see that from your partner portal, and you can control that. For example, you can say that monthly 100 calls are free, 100 tool calls are free, and beyond that there is a charge. And they don't know that you are running it in N8N, and the platform will do the tracking for you. Like every time a tool is executed, you will see either now there is a credit AI credit balance, we can create a tool credit balance or something like that, and that will be deducted from the customer account, and you can upsell these services as well in the future.
That's
That's the whole
fantastic.
idea.
Yeah, this is absolute genius.
Okay, so this is something we will focus on as well. We discussed yesterday that we will focus on improving much more and also come up with templates. So that means in the partner portal, now if you go like manage AI agents, you see these options, and we have a new options here where you will have business ready templates that you can just copy, take it into your N8N, and use the Not AI node. That's it. It will be all set up using Not AI node. All you do is just add the token, and it will be working. So that's the idea we have. So we can get more and more N8N users to the platform as well, and hopefully, I think, and it is our belief that things will move into voice AI space faster. Now that chat agents are getting bored, I would say just 1 year back, people are only selling chat agents, but now people will be looking for voice AI agents. And now that they don't have to throw away their N8N automation, and they can use it along with their voice agent, is something that would be really powerful, I think. So that is where we wanted to go as well, and we will bring that in near future. In terms of voice AI agents, I think we have got all the platform that we wanted to have so far. We are not seeing any new voice AI agent platform being integrated anywhere soon in the next 2 to 3 months, because I think we have got covered all the topmost one. So we have one for open source. We have WAPI, which is also for developers. You can do a lot more control. Retail is, if you want to do more outbound calls, is retail is good. And if you want to use more if you want to serve more premium customer, you have 11 Labs voice agent. The other thing that we would also focus, because now we will start our marketing season, is you see in the white label portal there is an option called subscription plan. So imagine you are a agency and you don't have any more time, but you want to grow selling voice AI solutions. What you can also do is create subscription plans here. Like if I create like a startup plan, and the startup plan, let's say $49.99, and you can give like a trial period and just detail out what the startup plan is, something about, I'm just going to say something for now. And you can add feature, you can just like 100 free, 100 AI minute. You can add more and more, like 10 MB of knowledge base or something like that, right? Okay, and then if you create the plan, what will happen is, I think I have to now go here. Again, this feature is not completely ready. Don't just deploy it right away, but this is upcoming. So what will happen is this. I haven't listed this. 1 minute, sorry. You have to list that. Edit. Yeah. Display. Why it's created to. So it works. Yeah.
Similar to Go
So-
High Level style.
Yeah, we can add all the styles and everything, but you can add many plans here. So
No,
now,
I mean the logic, if you have the agency by Go High Level, then you can sell, I don't know, unlimited
yeah,
sub accounts, say.
yes. The plan is like that only. Like the business model is same, but the way we do it in Go High Level is a bit different, and where we are doing it a bit different. This is where we are turning your customer portal into a SaaS completely.
This is absolute, this is the next level. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you will start with affiliate program,
yeah,
but this is even much better actually for us as clients.
yeah, yeah,
Prime,
exactly.
you 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 sound very knowledgeable in this Go High Level and voice. Can you just give a short intro to your background and what have you done so far?
Oh, no, no, no. I'm not so knowledgeable actually about Go High Level. I don't use. I asked you last time if you can resell me a sub account, to make it even cheaper. But what I do, I'm an online marketer for, say, good 15, 20 years. I have over 300 blogs, on autopilot right now already. And I do all kind of automations, all kind of things. And now for say more than 12 months, voice agents, but I sell them in Czech Republic, for my friends here, for
Okay.
customers. And I'm limited actually with the Czech language. It was not so good last year, but now it is really, really good, but not in retail. I told it, Avicii,
Mm.
hey, retail is fantastic. I congratulate you, but you don't have Czech language inside. That's why I have to use either VAPI or the Ultravox. And this is actually, this is no problem for me. What I
Mm,
want to tell you, because I have a special setup, I create everything in N8N, and I press button, change few things, and my N8N workflow built the entire system on autopilot in less than few seconds in VAPI with everything. And what I use actually, and I sell it actually to the clients, self-improving prompt.
mm,
Every day I run multiple times scheduling. I take from the transcript, I take the worst transcripts, uh, check what was actually wrong, what was not working, and I adjust the prompt on autopilot and send a new prompt to my agent. And so I know with my experience in 2 months, I am running almost 85% success rate on autopilot. I do not touch those agents. They can approve themselves.
mm,
And this was, just idea to you, Avicii, because if you try to do something, I can share my workflow with you,
mm.
and you can check it. It is with Airtable, connected, and it is really on autopilot. Those agents are on autopilot, and even with this option, if they press button, choose say something. Scheduling or some kind of functions, it can do it directly.
Yeah,
But
I
in
think.
Europe, I don't know, you're
Mm,
outside European Union. We are stupid here. We don't, we cannot do it. They must have separate account, server, everything must be in European Union. That's why this
mm.
is more complicated, from the logic, from the
Yeah,
law.
by the way, our servers are on West Germany, so we are in Europe in a way.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. I see England also as Europe. This doesn't matter
Yeah.
what happened, and
And,
you will be soon back. You will be soon back, bankrupt. Same as Europe, and that's it. We are all screwed.
We
so Prime, first of all, thank you for joining us, and from your point of view, why are you interested in Noti? What would you like to uh, have or achieve through Noti?
Uh, Actually, I'm following you from the beginning, probably. And this was, I saw future in it, because the platform, the idea was good. We used another platforms before, but with quite a lot, that's quite a lot errors actually. I couldn't deal with it.
mm,
But here, I see future, I don't know why this is, super complicated at the moment, for the beginner, because the dashboard is already crazy professional. But with the time, it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. This platform is actually exactly what we need. Nothing else is so important. Collect every course together in one dashboard, see everything, on under one roof. With and now and say so. I saw the first videos, the separate videos from Noti, from Avicii. He's absolute genius. You are talking, talking to genius, real genius. And this
mm.
is, all I need to know.
And and Prime, um, what do you think? Obviously, you run lots and lots of voice agents. I mean, how many do you have at the moment?
No, no, we have around 25. Not a lot.
25.
Yeah,
Okay.
25
Okay.
VAPI agents, but now from Friday, I've got a new client and it starts to look really, really promising. This could be actually a big deal here in Czech Republic. And I'm expecting quite good future with voice assistants. Not only with voice, but also with automations, and
Yeah.
automation in
Mm,
background,
Yes.
because the companies they have massive trouble. She told me, that this woman is running almost 200 offices, guiding 200 offices, insurance companies. And she told me they have massive troubles with incoming, outgoing calls, with all this thing, they do it manually. I was surprised. I didn't know, they do it manually because we can help them at least with 50 to 60% of their troubles, could be gone in just few minutes,
Yeah.
and but again, those are older people. I told it Avicii actually. They have massive problem. You cannot tell them, hey, please, can you sit to computer and let's go. I will guide you and you give me the credentials, in Google. Jesus Christ, forget it. Forget it. They will not do it. And
Yeah.
even I created a video for them. Really simple. No chance. No chance. This is so complicated. And this idea actually to connect this here just by clicking a button, fantastic. This is absolute game changer.
Yeah. The other bit, I don't know if you have seen the other videos, Peter.
All of them.
The other thing is, if your client in this client portal add their card info once, and you can do auto billing. That's what is there. So that means once
Yeah,
the credit is low,
yeah. We
you
told
turn
them
on.
actually the same. Just give their say $10 as credit and recharge it. They don't have to spend
Yeah.
crazy amount of money. It's not needed, and they like it actually. They like it if you give them something so open. They can adjust
Mm.
things. They like it. and
Yeah.
and they
This is
now they are starting to see some kind of need. It is completely new to me. I was actually surprised because before they are scared. Hey, you are going to take my job, and I always tell them, hey guys, I am not taking your AI is not taking your job, but not using it will do it. This because
Mhm.
your competitors, if they start using AI, you are screwed. Because their performance would be 1,000 times or endlessly much higher than yours.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and now, you create a panic, and now they are starting, to listen and ask, what can we do? And if you tell them everything, because it's almost everything is possible right now, then this is screwed, of course. I have a special template, and we start from small steps. But I would love to actually use this platform with Vapi and run them in one platform. Not to have hundreds of passwords. Because I have to collect them separately. On secure place outside of internet, and I do not remember the people already. There are too many.
Exactly.
And I have no idea, what workflow is running there, which account is the correct one. It is always,
That's the
yeah,
biggest problem, right? Like if something breaks, I mean, when it's running, it's good.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if it breaks and you have no idea, if you are running 40 plus clients,
Yeah,
you're
it
screwed
it
because,
happens. It happens. They do some
yeah.
kind of nonsense by Google, and
Mm,
Google locked them out for just for fun, one time per year. Then you are
mm,
screwed, and they call you. They call me immediately. Hey, your system is not working, and now how should I know? Yesterday it was working. Now it's not. I know now. Okay, this is Google. Just log in again and give me the credentials. We have to go through this, authorization again. And but this is so, and if you have those people, those managers, they
yeah.
are they are old.
That's the
This
best
is
thing right here.
this is the
We,
old generation. Those
mm,
youngsters, they know how to do it. They have patience. But Todd is some guy, who hates computers. What to do. And but those
mm.
people have money. They run
Yeah, I was
businesses.
about to say that. Oh, those are the people who have the money to
Yeah,
spend. Yeah.
this is the
No,
trouble actually.
that's true, and this is why we had this idea as well that it is actually a challenge for Shao Business and my agency and every other agencies, I think, because
Yeah.
once it grows beyond 20-25 customer, you cannot keep up with all these
Yeah, we
complexities,
have we
integration.
have more than 100 already with automations, all kind of things. But we have
Mm,
easy automations, mostly social media and
mhm.
email, systems. Uh, but around 25, more than 25 voice agents already. And
Yeah.
this year, actually, it is quite growing because the Czech language started to be really good. It's around
Mm,
85, 90%. It still doesn't recognize man and woman because we have different, Czech language is
mm,
stupidly complicated,
mm,
and women's they speak differently as men's. It's completely
mm,
different dictionary,
mm.
and it doesn't recognize it still,
Yeah.
but it's really, really good.
Yeah. Now that you said about VAPI, we already launched this week. We have already completed the unified portal. So that means now you can select your customer from here. You can go next. It will load their knowledge base
This
as they
is
have
what I'm
uploaded.
actually I'm going to do. Just to
Yeah,
test it for me as a
please test it.
client. Learn the platform. I have to add my domain. We have to sit with my boss, with my
Mm,
colleague actually, and think about domain, which one, because
mm,
we have .com, we have .cz local, and uh, watch how we will approach it. I believe with
yeah.
.com it would be the one possibility. We use different platform, uh,
Mm,
And you know, I was just waiting for this thing, happen. And now we
Yeah,
can
this,
start actually to test it, to use it. I have
yes.
already a couple of clients as the friends actually, to test it for free. Say they will pay just the calls,
Mm,
and we can test it, see what is going on, how it works, and they will help me then sell
yeah,
everything. It's
yeah. Not all the options that you get in WAPI portal itself is there yet. So we will add more and more. I think we have added the basic ones now, which will help you to create it right out of the platform, because the
Mhm.
main power of using this model is to use the knowledge base and the function calls. Rest of the bit you can go ahead into the WAPI and improve upon. Like you want to improve the system prompt, you want to play around with the language or intonations and all this. With that, you can do it in WAPI directly. But
I do
I
not
think the
program
main,
those things in Vapi. I do it.
yeah,
I do everything in N8N. I just change
yeah,
a couple of things
you can.
inside my workflow. Press
Mm,
button, and this workflow creates the agent in Vapi with everything. I don't have to think about functions,
mm,
tools. It creates everything.
right. Okay. Okay. Please go ahead, test it. Give us feedback
Uh-huh.
if you
Yeah.
think that we need to improve something. We will do. We know that we have to improve few things that we are already working on.
It
WAPI is
would be
particularly a,
it would be
yeah,
fantastic if you could make a Vapi video because you did
yeah,
retail.
I will do that.
If you can,
Yeah,
if
I'll
you
do
have
that.
time, the complete setup
Mm,
from for dummies, as me, because
yeah,
I will
yeah, yeah,
follow your
yeah,
video
of
step
course.
by step, pause it, do it, and
Sure,
continue until I know everything about it, and that's it.
sure, sure. No, no, that's fine. We'll do that anyway. WAPI is a
And
particularly a bit complicated because, sorry,
Yeah,
Shah,
it
go
is.
ahead.
It is. It is with
um,
those tools and all those
you go
things.
first.
Yeah, I was just saying that WAPI was a bit complicated because the problem with WAPI is if you want to test an agent, you need to create a public API key. And when you create the public API key, your new agent is not there. So when you create the new agent, that API key is not tied with this new agent. So you have to create the API key again. That is the problem. We are trying to, we are working still how to sort it. But the agent creation and everything is working perfectly fine. There's no problem with it. Um, However, as you said that I'll create a quick video about how to use this platform for WAPI agents, and and then we will add the edit agent feature as well. That's not yet there. So edit agent will also work with the model that we have created uh, to end to end, and then the next bit would be 11 labs agent, and that's it. I don't think we are gonna do anything as such here in the agent section. This is like the short-term target we have. And then once we have all of this, probably we will focus on our own agent, like Nova agent or something, maybe from next year onwards. Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say to Prime, perhaps after our session today, we can touch base, and I just wanted to explore what you do, and then look at what Noti has and how we can better support you.
Yeah, yeah. And then, I'm doing just online business. I'm
Sure.
my last job was Netflix, and then I started to travel. And as I was actually living in difficult countries, then I have to do something, to make money. And I started with yeah, I don't know, Shopify and all kind of stuff. Now I run actually multiple blogs. Uh, they make me money, with ads and all kind of stuff. And I sell affiliate products, on Autopilot because I have massive traffic and massive reach. And of course, AI, this was actually something excellent, I like those things, these toys, and it was absolute, there was no way around.
Mm,
And voice systems are actually the the best actually. I would say, the automation, this is one part, but the customer some input output is the most important actually for every company because they spend a lot of time, a lot of stress is actually with communication, support, and all kind of those things. And voice agents are actually geniuses in this because there are no emotions, nothing. And
Mm,
and we have no competition. This is the point. If you
yes,
go to
exactly.
automations in every single
Mm,
freaking country, you will find almost hundreds of people already on YouTube running all kind of bullshit. They show you things and just look it and just say, "Oh, you land in prison soon," because it's hype. All kind of those things they offer.
mm,
But in voice agents, there are only few per country. If one per country, I would say in England, actually only one actually in England, from my point of view. I can see, the selling or telling something, teaching about voice agents. There is no competition. There is no competition here in Czech Republic. Zero, zero. In
mm,
Europe, completely zero. We have one in Germany, and they are scared actually because they don't know how to set it up with the EU compliance.
mm,
Oh, easy job. They don't have any idea. They have, in Azure or now you have Vortex or Vertex or with Google. You can use the API, but you
mm.
have to use only Madrid or Milano, I believe. Only two countries have Gemini, European
Yeah,
voice, European LLM. Uh, and
right.
those are things actually, you learn things and you start, and I like it. This is much better because what you want to show somebody, how you send email on your phone if you meet somebody. I just press button and I start talking to my voice agent directly. I connected mine with Perplexity with full access to internet, and it answers everything, in my
Mm.
language. And the people, they just listen and say, "What the fuck is this?" I cannot say this word probably on YouTube. you know, and they are surprised because they do not expect it. And those multi-billion Czech crowns, euro companies here, the electricities and all kind of those government, they use voice agents, but they are 100 years old. This is really, the people are so mad, because most 80% of those calls end in call centrums because you don't know how to deal with these voice agents, because they use old technology. Again, Czech language is really difficult and you cannot find it as much. But lately, they changed a lot. And if they hear my agents, the VAPI or 11 Labs, they are so surprised. They don't understand. And they think immediately, I am selling them also multi-million dollar system. And I tell them, hey guys, this is, we can go around 1,000 euro per month. And they're so surprised. And that's why, it is starting, the market is starting to be really positive in this direction
Mm.
in voice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I think we are still at the
And
early
and
stages,
again, the
which is
young generation is absolutely lazy and to write something. They can only speak, talk. And this is
mm,
exactly what we need, Hey, start talking. You don't have to do it with your two fingers on your small mobile device. Why?
mm,
Talk to him and he will do whatever you say.
yeah, yeah. Cool. That's a nice perspective as well. And yeah, you're right. We are still at the very early inception phase for voice AI agents. Uh, although things have matured quite a bit now that we are seeing all the big companies are coming with voice AI agent, that gives us the assurance that we are in the right direction as well. And I I hope the product like Naughty will bridge the gap. I think bridge the gap between all of this new platform bringing up voice agents. We could easily bring them up if we see value in it. For example, if we see tomorrow value in bringing, I don't know, Perplexity agent here, we could bring that, right? I mean, that's not a problem.
Perplexity is good, but trouble is you cannot tell him, hey, send me those information per email. You don't give you don't get those data out of it if you talk to him. It's
Yeah,
fantastic, but you don't you have to remember everything. What is actually
yeah.
stupid.
No, I get it.
Using N8N directly, then yes, but you have to know how to set up server, how to deal with N8N, know how to build this workflow, and who knows? The
Mm,
1% in every country,
mm,
nobody, almost nobody.
yeah, yeah.
That's why I believe we are actually quite, we have incredible advantage here.
Yep.
What I would maybe, suggest if I see this, as you said about the N8N workflows there, it would be, I don't know, do something as share, between
Mm,
us, those who use Naughty platform, we could say share those templates.
sure.
Maybe.
Yes, that's the
It
plan
would be,
actually.
maybe good idea because you build something, quite advanced, then you can share it with us
Yeah,
and we can share also. And you just see something, hey, this one, I need this one, click button, now it's installed and you don't start from blank template. It
yes,
just
yeah.
set couple of things more or you adjust it to your client and done,
Mm,
in couple of minutes and then we see us somewhere in soon, hopefully, in some kind of nice place outside the European Union and in England, and and just laugh about the situation because guys, I don't give us much time.
no, that's a good suggestion. We
Yeah,
are
you
already
cannot
thinking about
respond to this. You cannot respond to this because they can arrest you.
yeah, yeah,
It's completely crazy. Yes, this is absolute crazy.
yeah.
But
Uh,
I'm glad actually we met first time because I never had time. This time I
mm,
have to have, and it's cool. I like this. Because if you go back, to your videos 2 months ago, Jesus
mm,
Christ, and watch there the platform, and now, whoa. This is absolute. You did so much actually. And this is so advanced already. Maybe you don't see it so because you are every single day inside. But this is the most advanced platform actually, dashboard for voice agents. And now even N8N workflows, everything actually.
mm.
If you
Yeah,
if
I
you
think
if you
we,
check your competition, you have the main competition is the chat dash.
mm,
But this is,
I know.
this is
Yeah.
children product, for children
Mm.
in comparison to this one. This is
No, that's
absolutely,
actually true. We have been thinking about that for past few weeks that we have actually built so many features unknowingly or knowingly. Um, and the best part what has happened was it sits right within the design or architecture of the product. Like we haven't had to stretch the product and make a feature available. It was maybe by design, maybe at the start of the project it was good so that we were able to do that easily, because we would have done the design in another way. We could not have done this. So I think with all of these integrations, we have MCP servers. I don't know. We have metered billings, we have normal billings, and blah blah blah. Like a telephone integration with Twilio. Like I don't know. Like I think someone was asking me in the community about creating a video, like a demo, and then I have been planning for creating this demo video for last one week. And then I was thinking, oh my gosh, like if I create the demo, that is becoming 45 minutes. Like even if I just touch the
Yep.
feature
But with
that
the
we have.
video pace, in 2 weeks you can do the second one because the platform would look completely different. Because
Yeah,
you are doing so many updates. This is absolute, crazy. It's absolute
yeah.
unbelievable.
I think we have done a lot of features. That's why we want to take a step back a bit and just make sure that every functions is reliable, it's working 100% of the time,
Mhm.
and it's giving real value out of it. And that's what we want to ensure now. Because frankly, when we were creating this platform, we didn't have a large team to do like a stress testing, like the normal software testing that you
Mhm.
do, like a stress testing, a performance testing, like running it on a million minutes per month. We haven't had chance to do those. I think this is what we now want to focus on, like making the security, making it SOC 2 compliant, HIPAA compliant, and GDPR compliant, and that's it. I think that itself is gonna be like crazy. And we already have marketing there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have team management. Like I think a lot of features really to make sure that everything works.
Mhm.
We are now, I think, as Shao said, we are now started hiring people a bit. So we do focus on making the platform stable, more robust, secure, compliant, and everything. While we still have a few more features in our roadmap which we wanted to have. That will come slowly now, because I think we have done incredibly lot of things in
Yeah,
like every
yeah.
week. Um,
I was last time actually looking about the widgets for
mm.
WordPress. This could actually do quite well also.
Yeah, last week, was speaking of widget, so
Uh-huh.
we
Yeah,
did
I
some
know.
improvement,
Yeah.
that now that widget is transparent and everything. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Now
this is all there.
this is actually quite good because it can do quite well.
Yeah.
If the only thing, always, uh, I don't know with your experiences, but I have what I have to do. I have to switch emails per SMS. I am not
Mm,
asking about email. I'm just telling the people, hey, I will send you SMS after this call. Please fill your email or data I need, and I am sending them a link from N8N workflow, the form, and just what I need. They should fill it out and send me those data because it this is the major problem to catch emails. If the people are telling the email, the AIs, they have no idea how to present it,
mm,
and tell somebody, hey, use NATO spelling. Jesus Christ, everybody is against war here. I'm
mm,
asking, hey, use NATO spelling, those losers. This is the problem. That's why I'm using SMS. That's why
mm.
it's always fantastic, as I saw the widget, if you can add maybe as options, if we can
Mm.
click email to it, because the email is also really
Yeah,
important.
yeah,
Um,
that's fine. We could do that. Again, use the channel, use the Discord, or use the feature base. Just raise those whatever you think you need. I think, as I said.
Guys, I do not have. I was trying actually Discord, but from
Mm.
a Naughty page, you go to blank. It is not connecting to
Oh
your
yes.
Discord. It's not no invite.
Yeah. We have to fix that because I think what has happened was, so we had the Discord invite link, and then the link. I think when I was sending the release email, I created another link, and that has caused the previous link expired. So
Uh,
I'm gonna update that in the Naughty page, so that will.
yeah,
Yeah, but by the way,
this.
if receiving the release email, that has also got the Discord link. That will work if you
Mhm.
try.
Yeah, but I'm receiving
Okay.
probably every single week some update email, and I'm getting them twice
Yes.
because by payment I
Yeah.
used another email, And then
Mm.
I was just thinking, okay, I create my customer dashboard, and from some reason it was really at the beginning completely, and it
Mm.
changed my my first original payment email to this new one, and I'm
Mm.
now receiving twice, everything twice, from some
Okay.
reason. But it doesn't
All
matter,
right.
it is
Yep.
working. I can log in, I can create everything. I was just waiting for those updates around WAPI, and
Yep. It's not.
your
It's
video
there.
probably, just to
Mm.
test first agent, and then I can start using the platform.
All right. All right. That's great. Great. Marcelo, how have your, if you can talk, I don't know if you're outside. How is the other thing went on with your client, the football club, I guess.
Must be
Yeah.
outside or something.
Yeah. I think so. That's okay. We can touch base in Discord as well. That's not a problem. Yeah, I think out of the feature, as I said, the widget, we did the transparent widget. We added the WAPI. This thing we scale this application now into multiple servers, so we never face the issue that we faced yesterday. We were using Let's Encrypt for SSL certificates and everything, but we had this issue with Let's Encrypt connection. So we have now moved everything to Cloudflare, so that is much more stable and secure as well. And we are actually now scaling up a lot of other services. Like when you see this platform, it feels like one application, but under the hood there are like 5 applications running together. So individually, like 5 different services, and we are
Uh,
trying to make it
Avicii,
even.
if I can to the widget, can
Hmm.
you do some kind of security system behind it, some logic? The same number or same email can be used one time per 15 minutes or something. Why I'm telling you, it is now as something is going on around the world. I was probably one of the first again to be hit by this crappy somebody. They use AI. If they find a widget for voice agent on website, then
Hmm.
they run something on autopilot, and I lost almost 100 US dollar actually on Twilio. That they did use some kind of really expensive UK number,
Hmm.
and Twilio couldn't recharge my card. That's why I saw this damage, and I saw video of 2 weeks ago. The many people actually, the voice agent guys, they implement widgets similar to my on my website with
Hmm.
voice agents with the same problem, and it is absolutely the same system, the same voice. Somebody from Arabia is just telling you something, but holding the line for minutes, until and in my agents I couldn't set 2 minutes maximum,
Hmm.
and because they speak, it doesn't end the call, and
You have
this.
settings in WAPI to set maximum number of minutes and everything.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
you
yeah.
do it?
This is I did it. It was but it calls immediately again. And they
Hmm.
use approximately in Twilio, I blocked around 15 phone numbers. The US numbers, they are not so terrible, they are cheap, but they used two British UK numbers,
Hmm.
and it was zero point 0.5 something dollar per minute.
Hmm.
It was crazy. It was really, really, and this was actually, the major pain. And this guy who is selling actually voice agents in the USA, he was telling, in this YouTube video, hey, my client lost over 1,000 US dollars.
Hmm. Yeah.
On TV, this is only Twilio. This is absolute crazy. And US numbers are absolutely cheap, but they use really quite, some of the number was expensive,
Hmm.
but not prepay, not number they get some money. This is some kind of
You
idiot. just running it. And what they did, and I was actually happy about it first, because they connect two voice agents together. You know, my agents, they gave a phone number from some kind other voice agent, and he was trying to book a call, you know, and my agent did it actually. Actually, they did it. You know, it was funny actually to listen to the transcript, you know, to listen to the phone call, but it cost money, you know. It was damaging. And this could be, say, you put it on some kind of client website, and if he get hit by such a stupid somebody, they could be quite negative. You know, they can say, okay, this is, you know, what it costs too much because you don't know it. You really you don't know it. If you don't check your Twilio account, but who is watching the Twilio account? Nobody. You know, that's why this cost quite a lot. And you have recharge automation usually, and you know it costs really, it can do some kind of damage. If it's possible to do something and say, hey, this phone number could be used one time per 5 minutes, say, or per minute, it could be okay, you know, because I don't know, they don't do it manually. I would say they use some kind of automation, inserting fake emails and phone numbers. And they use, in my case, they used around 15 phone numbers. I blocked them all, and now I'm okay. It stopped. But it costed me almost $100, you know, over 80 US dollar overnight. You know, overnight. I woke up.
Yeah, this
I've
is this
I've got
is
email from Twilio. Hey, your card is not working. I log in. I just say, hey, did I got $50 there. You know, this could be for 2 years and off. And I was surprised. You know, they charged me over $80. It was quite a lot for
I think
nothing.
solution is, Tanya, as I was saying you in the previous call, is instead of you know the DTMF, so use DTMF capability if you can.
Oh,
So one thing is they have to dial like a number, so then only your voice agent will interact. And then the second layer of defense is, I think Shao have done something for his for some of his customer, where you know it will ask some questions, which that agent, if he says yes or no, like based on, if it is a voice agent, you can treat them, and based on that it will take through the communication, or else it will drop. Shao, you can talk about that, what you have done on
Uh,
the use case of
yeah, yeah, you can set it actually in N8N in directly in webhook, some kind of authentication, but you know, by those widgets, I've got this problem. They are stupid. They use only around 15 phone numbers, and this was cool. You know,
I
I
think
blocked
with
all of
widget we
them.
can fix. One thing we could do is captcha, of course, like you can add captcha and then
CAPTCHA
they
is
have to solve
also
the captcha.
one option. Yeah, CAPTCHA is
Yeah,
also option.
yeah. That we will bring, that is already in my plan. So we will bring captcha in the widget, because especially when you are embedding it into WordPress or any other websites, so they have to, so there are invisible captcha as well. So so the captcha would only appear if the captcha system thinks that it's a bot. So these
Uh,
are invisible captcha. We can
this could be
take
even
it on.
cool. Yeah, this could be
Yeah.
also. I'm just saying, you know, because it happens to me. And the
Mm,
last week or 2 weeks ago, I saw a YouTube video from a really good guy, and he was crying like baby. You know, probably the client kicked him out, and he lost a lot of money. And like, you know, he was explaining, hey, I believe 1,800 US dollars. You know, Twilio account. Can you imagine those calls? This is
mm,
absolute crazy. You know, 1,800 US dollar on Twilio is impossible to spend, you know,
yeah.
for a small company. You know,
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
but they hit me with really quiet, expensive UK number.
Mm.
And you've got the
One
same.
one thing that you can do is when you're setting up your agent and you're using Twilio number, don't use toll-free number. Use a local number.
Yeah,
So
no,
what
no,
would
no.
happen?
I have local numbers. I have local numbers, and I was switching actually few countries, European countries, and US, as possible because I was sending emails looking for customers. They could
Mm.
test our agents, and then we sold quite a lot. I don't cry, but just saying, if you put it on customers portal website, this could bring trouble. I don't know how they find us. Really, guys, I don't know how they do it.
Is it an
But
outbound call that you are making?
outbound, yeah, because they insert
Right.
email, they insert
Mm.
their phone number, and
Mm.
they let your agents call them. And it runs over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I think that we can sort out with our widget. So you can set in the widget that all the numbers must be starting with +44 or +45, and then the widget would check first, and then only it will.
I did it. You can switch it actually directly in Twilio. You have country code. You
Yes.
can allow or disallow
Yeah, we
countries.
can do that. We can
Uh,
do that definitely. That's a good shout. We can do that.
but because you are in the UK, they use most of the numbers are UK numbers, and some of them are really, really expensive.
Mm. That is I think that is the 300 numbers, which are really expensive if you call out.
I can even I would find those numbers because I have
Oh,
all those numbers somewhere
oh,
here,
so
and I did block all
okay,
of them.
so I know how they make money now. Okay, so
Mm.
this is a bug because with premium numbers, they so for example, if you dial a in the UK 0870 number,
Yeah.
so you're charged maybe 50p a minute, and the company who owns the 087 number gets paid maybe 30p. So the more calls that they make, the more money they can make.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. Those prepaid or those paid numbers, but those are not paid numbers. Those are normal numbers, but you have some kind of those islands. I don't know. I do not remember. I would find them, but I don't know. I would have to
Yeah, I think
look.
this is a good use case, I would say, that we can definitely cater through our widget. By the way, this widget that you have seen, it's still not active. You can't use
Uh-huh.
that yet. So when we would make it functional, I think I will make sure we add a new section here, where when you create the widget, you can just say that what are the number that you want, like you support for this agent. And
You cannot do this because you don't know those numbers. For example, in England, you
mm,
see, say, +44 for England, but you have, mobile operators. You have, every single city has different number system,
yeah, of course,
and you
but
cannot say you can call and you cannot. In Twilio, you can just put British done, and if you are unlucky, then and they find you, then you're done. It is really
no.
expensive. Can get expensive.
No, what I'm trying to say is I'll put an option here for you to put this restriction if you want. Like if you want not to use let's say you have created an agent for your market, Czech Republic market, and you don't expect any call from UK. You can set +44 or or whatever the prefix is. You can
I
set
can
that.
I can do it
And
directly in Twilio account. This is no problem. You don't have to. You don't have
you
to
know
do
what?
it. Uh,
Yeah, what
eh,
I'm thinking is if we can add that as a filter, what will happen is when someone click the widget and give the number, and the widget would first do the check and then actually make the phone call.
there
Like,
is other option. I I will find those numbers,
sure, let us
all
know.
of them,
Yeah,
and I send you those numbers. And if you
yeah,
put them, some kind of a blacklist or something,
yeah.
then you are good to go because there are, I believe, 15 or 17. I deleted, or I, I canceled them in Twilio, all of them,
Mm,
and I have
mm.
absolute no problem.
Yeah, blacklist we can maintain. That's
This
not
is
that's
some kind of us. This is a British international hotel directly in London, 5 star, and they use numbers from this hotel to call, those things. And this is some kind of weird idiot because you have to listen to those calls. This is damaged person, come some kind of weird idiot. I don't know, because if you listen to those phone calls, gosh, I don't want to say it out loud, but
yeah, yeah,
this is some kind of fetish, crazy
mm,
people, crazy person.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, makes sense. I think that entirely makes sense. And we could do something about it, like as you said, blacklist or a filter in our widget, so that makes the widget more secure.
I did it
Um,
already in my even N8N, but I blocked everything in Twilio directly, and it works.
mm,
And but it costed
yeah,
me
yeah,
money, and I was surprised. I just thought, this idiot, I catched him, but I was surprised about the other guy who was explaining in YouTube video. I will find it. I will send you the link just
sure.
to just to listen to him, what happened to him. And he's not the only one. There are many
Mhm.
others.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool.
Okay.
Let's
Okay. I think that's really, really useful information.
useful. Yeah.
And Prime, look,
Yes.
I'll reach out to you after our call to discuss, because I think these are the problems that I think Noti should at least look at to see if we can help our community.
Yeah. We can definitely, yes, we can definitely help if there is a possibility to do it
It would be really,
automatically.
really helpful
Yeah.
because usually the people, they have no idea what to do. We have to think for them,
Yeah.
because they
Exactly.
Mm,
they
mm,
buy the system from us and they just want to use it. And
Mm,
they have no experience. And if
yeah.
they see some kind of horrifying number, hey, I should pay this, for what? And we are the responsible because we are the people who did it actually to them. We delivered.
Exactly. This is the area which, as an agency, you must be very, very cautious of when you're selling voice
Mm.
agents, especially if you're selling outbound agent with widgets or even any kind of phone number. Because if it's a web widget, there is a lot of way we can apply rules and procedures and
Mm.
everything in the web widget.
Yeah, but this outbound agent is actually this thing what
Mhm.
sells most.
Yes,
Because you can
exactly.
you can
Yes,
present it to the client
client. Yeah.
and they're surprised because they,
Mhm.
they, they expect, hey, press one, press two, press three, as
Mhm.
usual. And now it is talking to them, and
Mhm.
nasty good, actually, perfect English, perfect Czech already, actually. And and they're so surprised. And then if you tell them even your, say, logic number, then this is almost you're almost sold, because if you sell something and you cannot present it, uh,
Mhm.
this is bad, and again, I'm selling just to present, I present what I sell and they like it, and that's it,
Yeah.
nothing else.
No, that's a good information. That's something that we can definitely do something about with our features. And this is what all feedback we need as well to make the, as I said, I don't want to do a lot more feature anymore. I think we just want
Mhm.
to make it more and more secure, more and more usable, robust. And I think these are the features, these are the challenges that we can, if we can help the community, I think that makes it more
Mhm.
mature product
Mhm. Yeah,
as
to
well.
start it, slowly in
Mm,
some kind of progress test the platform, uh,
yeah,
you know, do whatever is needed, and then we can run something.
yeah,
I have quite
yeah,
a lot ideas what to do, how to promote it, and then it
mm,
could be, it is future. It is future.
yeah, yeah,
AI
yeah.
is here. One day this will destroy us probably, but right now we can use it to our
Yeah. Before
advantage.
they destroy us,
Yeah.
let's protect ourselves.
We should be actually good. That's why I'm
All right.
always, good to AI. Maybe we will remember.
Yeah, sure. All right, good. It was good to talk.
That's good.
I think
Guys, have a
we'll
nice rest of your weekend and
talk.
yeah.
Yeah. You want to say something, Chuck?
Likewise.
You do. You do.
Right.
Cheers.
Let's wrap up then. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.